It's a mess in this attic, lot going on, but there ain't no need to panic. Come on up and join, we getting wild, getting manic. Spitting truth for all you fanatics. Every week got something new to say. Ain't no filter, this shit coming straight from the brain. It's coming straight from the brain. Yeah, it's coming straight from the brain.
What's up, everybody? Today is Tuesday, June 22nd, 2021. This is A Talk in the Attic, which makes me, of course, your host, Kirk Ross. Nah, hold up. Let's try that again. This is A Talk in the Attic, and I'm your host, Kirk Daddy.
Kirk Daddy. Kirk Daddy.
That's right, I'm going by Kirk Daddy now. Well, at least I'll be going by Kirk Daddy in the context of today's show. And hey, if it sticks, then so be it.
Kirk Daddy.
In today's installment, episode 128, for those of you keeping track at home, we'll look back on a fun and exciting happening that manifested for me this past Friday evening. And I'm employing the verb manifested very deliberately here, because I'm certain that that's what happened. And as a disclaimer, I should note that I'm not well read on manifestation, at least not in the broad sense of the subject. I'm not an expert on New Age spirituality, or even enlightened in this avenue whatsoever beyond that which my own personal experiences have taught me. Ostensibly, the story is about a mid-30s dude calling the hotline of an up-and-coming musician and getting through, much to his surprise. Now, on the surface, it's about a custom bathrobe giveaway sponsored by the sodium-slinging folks over at Slim Jim Enterprises. And from this perspective, most every event that has ever occurred is simply a logically explained confluence of entropy that doesn't discriminate and that is of no real significance. But I wouldn't be human if I didn't search for import within the everyday happenings of my everyday life, would I? And I wouldn't be me if I didn't tell you about what I've learned through this search. Today's episode is really about manifesting your own destiny, and it all starts with the multi-talented Marc Rebillet. M-A-R-C, the French way, baby, R-E-B-I-L-L-E-T, my most reliable creative inspiration over the past couple years. Before we can get to Marc, and before we can manifest anything, we first have to start the show, so let's start the show. Look, Jessica and I are huge fans of Marc Rebillet. If you are too, then welcome, fellow Loop children. Everyone else, I strongly urge you to check out his extensive body of work. I've included a few links to our favorites in the show notes. Marc is a former and I guess current YouTube-based producer, musician, composer, singer, rapper, comedian, dancer, and all-around sex symbol hailing from Dallas, Texas. He lives in New York City these days, which I must admit fits his aura better than the Big D ever could. For years, Marc has live-streamed improvisational musical arrangements produced primarily through his M-Audio MIDI keyboard, basically the same one that I have right here. He also uses his Boss RC505 loop station, and this, friends, is how he has become known as the Loop Daddy.
The Loop Daddy. The Loop Daddy.
During these live streams, Marc hammers out fully produced songs all by the seat of his pants. He relies on his improvisational jazz piano skills, his metronome-esque timing, to pump out one-time only songs that have never been rehearsed and that will never be played again. He accepts callers during his live streams, and after a little chat with Marc, those callers typically suggest song topics, to which he always obliges. It took a while for us to really put a finger on what makes Loop Daddy so special. Sure, his singing voice is huge and soulful, belying his small frame and appearance, but it's not his voice. Of course, he's a wonderful pianist, shifting from classical chord progressions to funky bebop improv in the blink of an eye, but it's not his hands either. And yes, he can arrange on the fly, knowing exactly when and where certain loops should phase in and out of the song, but it's not his production. He's funny as shit, finding comedy gold in his multi-character back-and-forth conversations, often differentiated via pitch control.
I mean, he's hilarious.
But it's not his sense of humor either.
And it's not even his ability to meld all of these unique skills into a live variety act that makes him so special and so inspiring. It's his message of love. It's his message that you'll never get better at something if you don't start doing the work. His message that you'll never grow if you don't put your work out there for other people to love or hate. It's his self-confidence at any cost. Even when he isn't exactly feeling what he's building, he still stays the course. It's his willingness to not take himself too seriously, even though he has the chops and the earning potential to go full-on diva if he wanted. It's his complete adherence to following through on his commitments, even when he's not on the top of his game. There's just something about this dude that really speaks to me. He speaks to Jessica and most everyone that we hang out with, too. This very podcast project is still very early on in its journey, as am I, but I can relate so hard to what Loop Daddy has gone through. I can relate to the freedom and terror that came with leaving my corporate life behind and putting trust in my creative abilities. I can relate to the flexibility that comes with running a one-man show, just like I can relate to the difficulties that come with running a one-man show. Video, audio, lights, computer interface, and most importantly, performing on top of all these other responsibilities is a difficult task. But it's fun, too. I wonder if Marc could reach back into the early days of his come up and relate to my occasional fear of dropping content, even when it seems like others aren't quite buying into what I'm doing. I wonder if Marc ever struggles buying into himself. I wonder if he ever feels like an imposter. To be clear, I'm comparing myself to Marc only in the sense that I am trusting my creative perspective and trusting that I will bring it to fruition. I'm not suggesting I'm even in the same stratosphere as this dude. I just really appreciate what he's built and how he's built it. But this past Friday night, different stratospheres or not, the massive ball of energy that is Marc Rebillet intersected so serendipitously with the still small but ever-growing mass that is the attic. Loop Daddy announced, on relatively short notice, that a live event was to be exclusively streamed on Twitch and that it would be sponsored by Slim Jim.
Oh yeah, brother.
Marc refers to his apartment/live stream venue as the Slim Zone, god damn it, when Slim Jim pays him to do so. And when you're in the Slim Zone, you can throw the typically subtle marketing style of Marc Rebillet out the window and directly onto the BQE behind him. The Slim Zone, goddammit, is loaded up with Slim Jim paraphernalia. I'm talking artwork, a 5-foot rain stick designed to look like a human-sized Slim Jim, Randy Savage mugs loaded with beef sticks, and more.
Oh yeah, brother.
Now, Marc keeps a really tongue-in-cheek satire about the fact that he's hoarded himself out to those beef jerkies, and that's part of the fun of it all, too. In this rare glimpse into the Slim Zone, Marc announced that he would be giving away two custom Slim Jim robes, and that he would be taking just 2 calls throughout the entire stream. He threw his number up, I called, and he answered.
Holy shit, he fucking answered.
Suddenly, the delay between the stream and real life, which felled many a caller in streams past, wasn't so easy to overcome. I was listening to 5 seconds ago Marc on the studio TV screen while accidentally ignoring the real Marc talking on my phone.
Welcome, you are on the line. You're on the line, god damn it!
Hello, oh my lord, Marc.
This may come as a surprise, I know it did to me, but I was fighting back a lot of emotions when my call got through. Marc Rebillet was the guy who helped us through quarantine. Marc was the guy who, through his very existence, had given me permission to chase my own offbeat niche despite the difficult odds of success in the traditional sense. So for a split second, when he answered the phone, I almost teared up. Not that tearing up is a rare event. I'm proud to call myself a crier. But some other feeling was overriding my desire to sob like a baby, and it was the sudden realization that I manifested this into existence. I know, I'm talking about a branded bathrobe giveaway like it was some divine epiphany, but it wasn't the bathrobe, and it wasn't some fanboy starfucking moment either. It was the verification for me that we can control our own storylines, that we attract what we think about. We experience that which we put our energy into hoping to experience. Just a few weeks ago, when I was feeling really down coming off the unexpected passing of 2 people close to me, I made the conscious decision to start committing more time to visualizing the outcomes I plan to make happen. I visualized landing Marc Rebillet as a guest here in the attic. I put tons of time into learning music production, music theory, sound engineering. I refocused my general energy to match that of Marc himself, love forward and positive and encouraging, and more than anything, just being myself. On Facebook, Jessica and I are both part of this loving community of Marc Rebillet fans who regularly post affirmations and encouragement to one another. One poster in particular, Mark Groft, regularly posts these awesome Marc-themed Photoshop edits, and that inspired me. So rather than continuing to passively learn photo editing when I had time, I committed a chunk out of every couple days to actually producing a good, solid, effective edit. I figured that in doing so, I could provide the Marc Rebillet fan group with some positive material while also improving my Photoshop skills. My first post received 500 likes, by far the most any organic post of mine has ever garnered. Now, I've since posted several more to much smaller and varying degrees of likes, but that's not what's important. I've also begun interacting with other people's posts, interacting with some of the other fans, started some real friendships. Now, I don't believe there's some magic link between Marc's phone answering interface and my amateur Photoshop attempts on Facebook. I don't believe there was any divine intervention that landed me a Slim Jib bathrobe. I don't believe that Marc has any special love for me just because my call happened to get through, but I also don't believe that this whole thing just happened either. No fucking way, people. Because I am certain that I was heavily involved in making this happen. It was my renewed focus on what I'm trying to build. It was my commitment to maintaining a positive disposition. It was the intense energy I put into photoshopping Marc into various shit, and the sharing of links of Marc with my friends. And at the end of the day, it was the law of attraction. Now, I can't say exactly how or why the law of attraction is a thing, but it certainly continues to bear itself out in my day-to-day life. Including when I was on the wrong side of doing the right thing. Because you reap what you sow. You attract what you are. The energy you put out is reflected right back at you. And to that end, I'm going to proceed down this path a little bit further. I'm going to continue to manifest Marc, this time by making use of audio captured during our brief encounter, and I turned it into a song. In fact, you're hearing the instrumental in the background right now. I created this instrumental track by sampling the piano loop that Marc had been playing when he first introduced us into the Slim Zone and right before he opened up the phone lines. I also sampled his scat/beatboxing from right after my call. Then I added a basic drum loop, one that I fashioned after my newest groove that I've mastered in my own acoustic drum education. Now, it's probably not a surprise to anyone, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention how much easier programming drum loops is the more you know on an actual acoustic drum kit. Come play in the attic if you're ever looking to get some energy out, y'all. After that, I created a basic bass line off the chord progression for Marc's piano loop. I added some old school drum machine toms set to mirror Marc's scatting. Added a few more hype effects, and finished it off with a synth layer built into the song with a steady linear fade from start to finish. Don't worry, you'll get to see and hear vocal samples in the mix too, but let me wrap up with some closing thoughts first. What exactly am I manifesting by committing an entire episode to my man crush and creative inspo? What is it that I'm manifesting by making this song? I'll tell you. I'm going to interview Marc Rebillet. I'm going to continue to work my ass off on this vision, on my production skills, on my writing, on my confidence. I'm going to spread a message of positivity and love and prove that being yourself is always the right move. And if I do these things, it makes perfect sense that I will interview Marc Rebillet. So I'm going to make it happen. That doesn't mean I feel I deserve it, or that landing a conversation with Marc Rebillet will be easy. I know that both of those things are false. It just means that I am certain that I'll continue putting in all the time and energy that it takes into making my visions for myself and for Jessica and I a reality. By rearranging the vocal samples from our phone conversation, I've created lyrics that are already laying the groundwork for the day that Team Rebillet and Talk in the Attic work together to create something special.
Team Rebillet. Hey, Team Rebillet. A talk in the attic. Team Rebillet.
And one last thing, for those of you wondering at home, I decided on Kirk Daddy
Kirk Daddy. Kirk Daddy.
as the custom text that will land on the back of my one of 3 Slim James Long Boy bathrobes. And you know I'll be rocking that motherfucker in 3 to 6 business weeks. Much love, y'all, and peace out, everybody.
But what we're going to do is we're going to make another song. That's exactly what we're going to do. Welcome to the Slim Zone, everybody. I'm so happy you're here. Hey, guys, welcome to the Slim Zone. The Slim Zone. Slim Zone, goddammit. The Slim Zone, goddammit. You're right here with Marc Rebillet, and we're just hanging out straight from the good folks at Slim James Enterprises. and hedge fund management. Call that little number, call that little number, call that little number, call that little number. Just call that little number there, okay? The Slim Zone, goddammit. Okay? Whoever I pick up the phone for will win one of these 2 robes. Hey, let's take a call, shall we? Hey, okay. Welcome, you are on the line. You're on the line, god damn it, god damn it. You're on the line, god damn it, god damn it. You're on the line, god damn it.
Hello, oh my Lord, Mark.
Yes.
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 Hello, oh my Lord, Mark. I'm
Yes.
so proud to be in the Slim James Zone.
Yes.
What's up, Mark? We love you, man.
Hey, love you too. Where are you calling us from, my guy?
We're calling from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and we're all loaded up. We got a big group going to the Royal Oak show in a couple minutes.
That's the shit right there. That's the shit right there. That's the shit right there. You got those tickets at markrebillet.com/tickets, didn't you?
We goddamn right we did, Mark.
Thank you so much. That's very sweet, man.
Holy shit, what should it say?
A talk in the attic. 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 A talk in the attic.
Just say fucking Kirk. My name's Kirk. Put Kirk on there.
Wait a second. Kirk? Like Captain James Kirk?
Goddamn right, just like Slim James.
Son of a bitch. All right, Kirk. I like that. Son of a bitch. I like that. Kirk. 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 I like that. But listen. A talk in the attic. 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 A talk. Hey, attic. A talk. Hey, attic. Team Rebillet. Hey, Team Rebillet. Team Rebillet. Hey, Team Rebillet. A talk in the attic. Team Rebillet. Talk in the attic. Team Rebillet. A talk in the attic. Team Rebillet. Talk in the attic. Team Rebillet. Fuck it, Kirk. I like that. Bucket. Kirk. I like that. Bucket. Kirk. I like that. Bucket. Kirk. I like that. Bucket.
Thanks, brother.
I like that.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, brother.
I like that.
Thanks, brother.
You got it, my friend. Have a lovely Slim Zone. See you, Royal Oak. Bye. You know what? Shut up. Okay, you shut that beautiful mouth. And may I say that mouth is just gorgeous.
Thanks, brother.